Assalamu alaikum, fellow Nigerians. I bring you greeting from Almighty Allah. I am Alhaji Mustafa Okeka Naja Makafa. I am making this video because of the Honorable Minister for Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola. Fashola, I am very, very disappointed in you. You were made the Minister for Works, Power and Housing in 2015. And that is how my brother, the President, Muhammad Buhari, was disappointed. Because everybody were putting pressure on him. They were calling him, why is there no light in Nigeria? What is happening to power in Nigeria? And he called you to the Aso Rock Villa. He invited you and asked you, what is the problem? You open your mouth without shame before the president to tell him that all power belongs to Almighty Allah. Was that one of the promises you gave to him when he was giving you the office as a minister for power? Now, in this second term, second regime again, you have started again. They have made you the Minister for Works and Housing to take care of every road in this country. Now you have started behaving like this. Let me tell you, you went in front of national newspaper to tell Nigerians that Nigeria roads are not that bad. Who told you Nigeria roads are bad? Let me tell you now. If you don't know, as a Minister for Works and Housing, let me tell you, Alhaji Mustafa, now let me tell you now. I will not take it from you. You cannot bring a bad name to this government. You have made this government the worst government in Nigeria. Online. No, we have to take away sentiment. The president is my brother, yes, and my brother Nama. Let me tell you, we cannot take this anymore. That you went on national TV and even national newspaper to say Nigeria roads are not that bad, Nigeria roads are bad. Let me tell you, Fashola, to become a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is not as becoming a governor of Lagos State. This is Nigeria. You have to undo the works of Nigeria like a real minister. You have disappointed in your first step in the office, and you want to repeat. It is unacceptable. My brother Aliko Dangote has called me several times. He kept calling me every week because a lot of things are happening. Sometimes I don't even take his call because the pressure on me is too much. All his trucks that are applying, even north, south, and northeast, south, west, everywhere, all the truck, the ones that are carrying cement, the ones that are carrying Indomie, and the ones that are carrying sugar, all of them are sinking everywhere. And he's calling me to ask me, what is the problem? And you are there telling Nigerians in front of newspaper and national TV that Nigeria roads are good. Who told you Nigeria roads are bad? Let me tell you now. If you don't know, as a minister, let me tell you, Nigeria roads are bad. Fashola, you have to look at me now and go back to work. You have to be serious with work. Nigerians cannot come and be suffering after putting you in the office, putting you people in the office there. This is the worst government Nigeria has ever experienced. Now you are giving my brother a bad name of the worst president. No, I'm not the one saying it. It's your attitude. Most of you, the minister, are the reason people are calling my brother bad name. I am giving you 48 hours. 48 hours. Go and make sure you resume work and make sure those roads are intact. Make sure Nigerian roads are motorable. Don't make Nigeria to come and suffer as if they don't have a government. Nigerians are serving, they can't drive their car, nobody can travel anywhere because of bad roads. Fashola, see, you can't encourage yourself by telling yourself Nigeria roads are not that bad. Nigeria roads are bad. Nigeria is not Lagos. Lagos is different from attending to the issues of Nigeria. These are national issues. Fashola, go back to work. Go back to work. Go back to work.
So guys, it's really laughable, the way this man was speaking. It was really hard on Fashola, that Fashola has really given this a government bad name. But is it only Fashola that has given this government bad name? When people are saying here and there that things are not moving on well, their supporters will come out, oh, you are the one that that is not seeing the whole thing, that the good things are there, that people chose not to see it because they just want to believe, or they just want to pick what they want to pick, or they want to believe what they want to believe, that the good things that this administration has brought, everybody, that is there for people to see. But because people are just bent on bringing out this government, that is why they are not talking about the good things that this government has done. People are beginning to say, okay, during so period from this time to this time, see what happens, see what we are seeing. They will bring figures and say, oh, this is what the statistics said. But in reality, it is not so. Okay, what is he going to talk about this issue of the vice president that made this statement that the security issue is not as the way people are saying it? That is not so in Nigeria. When people came for him, he came again and started twisting the whole thing. No, that was not what he meant. That he was misquoted. Even Fashola too. Even with this statement, Fashola has come out to say people misquoted him, but that was exactly what he said. When they started seeing backlash, I don't know whether out of frustration or out of maybe they are being overwhelmed, to them, they feel they are doing much, but their best is not just enough. That is what Nigerians are saying. And that's why they will just come out. No, it's looking as if people are not just appreciating them, but they themselves, they have put more effort, to make sure that things come the way, it ought to. But it's not really reflecting. Maybe out of that frustration, they will just come out and say, why will people be saying this? They have done XYZ and these people are not appreciating it. You are trying, they are trying, but your best is not just enough at all. You've not started. And the little things you think you have done, in the scale of 1 to 10, how do you categorize them? When you, between 1 and 10, you are just, at the borderline of a 2 or 3. You are trying to cross to 3 and you expect people to clap for you. It's not going to happen. So maybe out of that frustration, they always come out and say, oh, we have done so and so. And why will people still be complaining? No. The same Fashola that was telling us that the issue of light, that even when we go to other neighboring countries, the hours that Nigerians enjoy electricity, cannot be compared to what other people are enjoying, because Nigeria, they enjoy more electricity more. The time at which they enjoy electricity, they have more hours to enjoy electricity compared to other countries. People are like, what is this man talking about? What is this man saying? Now, because what he has said now, the evidence is just there all over the place. People started bringing our pictures. When he talk about the electricity, people will only talk. But with this one, there's evidence here and there. That see this road, see this road, see this road. So what are you not saying? When let's say out of 100 roads, they brought out about 80 roads that are bad, or 90 roads that are bad. So what do you have to say? So there's really, things to show for that. I think that's why he reversed back and said no, he was being misquoted, that people didn't really understand what he was talking about. So now, if this particular man that, speaking in this video, said Fashola has given this government bad name, what about the president or the presidency, as we may have it, not obeying court order? He's not talking about that one. So it is only what Fashola said that is what is bringing down this government, that is giving this government bad name. What about all that things? What about the insecurity that we are talking about? What about every majority of the things that people are complaining about? The economy is not coming out. Is this the same Fashola that is bringing down this government? This disobedience to court orders is the same Fashola, because all of them, they are the same. We know that what he's saying, and Nigerians, they have really replied, they responded very well to Fashola. So it is not what is himself going to say that we are going to be taking. What of other areas? They need to come out and say things the way they are. Even this issue of buy Nigeria, grow Nigeria. Does the president himself, does he really patronize Nigeria? The president and his family, do they really patronize Nigeria? No, they don't do that. So who is not giving Nigeria bad name and Nigerians bad name? This issue of disobedience to court order is now known all over the world. The whole world is hearing what is happening. So it is the same Fashola that is bringing down this government. The one thing that is paramount and that is crucial, they now know that this issue of infrastructure is not working, is not what they are telling people, because we are seeing the whole thing. They will tell you, people always say, oh, this achievement of APC and all of that you can only hear it, it's audio, but you cannot see it. Why is it that people cannot see it? Why is it that they are always saying it? They are talking. But when this issue of Fashola statements came up, everybody started bringing evidences. So those who are always saying, oh, they are just bent on bringing down this government, they could see all of those things by themselves. And majority of them, they know the truth. They know the truth, just that they just want to do. They are warriors that will be coming out to be defending the government. But the more you defend them, the more you are embarrassing yourself, because what you are defending is not real. We can't feel it. We can't see it. So who is fooling who? You can imagine the passion as this man, was talking. Hey, Fashola this, he was disappointed. So he's not disappointed in all other people, all other areas. He's not disappointed when the people who are alleged, to have committed a crime, or they have, maybe they say they are corrupt people, allegedly, they will join your party. but they will welcome them with two arms, and before you know it, they will not talk about their cases again. So who is bringing that? The government. Why can't they talk about all those things, all of those people or in that area? Why can't they make mention of all those things that is, that Nigerians are complaining about, that the whole world is even seeing? Because if you complain, oh, if you talk, they say you are just criticizing for criticizing sake. That why is it that people don't even see reason with this government? Because things are not working well. The same people when the good luck Jonathan was in power, the same thing they even said worse things. They said worse things. So if things are not good, people will say it. Even during good luck Jonathan's time, people saw a lot of things that were not good. People came out and said the same thing, and nobody was deprived from speaking. So why is it that things are not going on very well? You are expecting people to be quiet or to be clapping for you. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So it's just laughable. But the other thing now, the man is bringing everything on Fashola. It is not only Fashola. There are many other sectors like that. Go and cross-check. In other areas that this government has brought, giving themselves bad name. Other areas. So it's not only Fashola. There are many of them like that. Even the vice president said it, that the rates at which people are just clamoring or just talking about this insecurity is not as bad as that. That people are just exaggerating it. When people came out for him, that was when he started changing his whatever, twisting the whole thing, that he was misquoted. So does it mean that the gathering that you were that day, that people, they don't know their right from their left, they don't understand simple English? The same thing Fashola is doing. So they need to check themselves. This one is just vibrating. He should go and vibrate to his brother that he called the president to do the needful, to always obey court order. The issue of Showorena, that they have refused to release him. They are looking for untenable excuses to continue to hold him. He's not saying anything about that. It is the same Fashola that is giving the government bad name. They need to talk to themselves. Things are not working well. They know it. So guys, that is just my opinion. I would like to hear from you what you think about what this man has said. Leave your comments below. Thank you very much. Bye.